What is the Amber Rose Challenge and why is Piers Morgan so mad about it? Well, the Amber Rose Challenge started after Amber Rose, the model, posted this photo to her Instagram. So that is, what, it's a beautiful photo.
At first it looked like the blur looked like, I don't know.
Why is that? She had like just a flesh-toned orb on her body. No, that we are blurring that out because we intend to keep having a channel on YouTube. But she wasn't wearing anything on her nether regions. I don't know why I sound like a grandma whenever I talk about nudity, but she said post your own version to the photo. And this was also to promote the Amber Rose Slut Walk, which is the Slut Walk, which is an annual event geared towards raising awareness about sexual injustice and gender inequality. And through this associated campaign, Rose has advocated for women to embrace their sexuality however each woman sees fit without the stigma of being labeled a slut. Rose's naked Instagram post proved exactly her point. She embraced her sexuality as she saw fit, was maligned as a slut for sharing the picture, and Instagram took it down due to its rules and nudity. And it doesn't really matter anyway because people started talking about it, which she did acknowledge, and she's continuing to push the Amber Rose Slut Walk. Now, slut walks have existed outside of Amber Rose, but Amber Rose really has championed the cause because she is someone who has been a victim of being called a slut just because of how she is dressed. And then she went on to Instagram to say, Amber Rose challenge anyone, LOL, post your version of my picture, so the picture that we just showed you, and hashtag Amber Rose Slut Walk on behalf of feminism, body positivity, and not conforming to society norms of how we should live, what we should wear, and where we should shave. Yeah. So Piers Morgan, who has a huge vagina himself, decided that he should insert himself into the conversation. So he went to Twitter on Sunday and he wrote that Rose, quote, posting nude photos in the supposed name of feminist empowerment is pathetic, attention-seeking bullshit. And then he went on talking about her photo. He said, put it away, love, thanks. And then the model responded with just hashtag, I'll take things misogynistic assholes say for 500, Alex. And then Rose replied again, you kind of get where this is going. I am assuming you're referring to the pubic hair that was shown in the picture, uncomfortable, get over it. And then Piers Morgan clarified again, because we're very mature here. I can handle your naked body, Amber, relax. No, you can't. Piers, like, no, you can't. I just can't handle your ridiculous claim to be stripping off in the name of feminism. And then he wanted to clarify to his followers, I don't think he added her in this, he just said, I find this new trend of famous women posting nude photos and pretending it's to promote feminism utterly laughable. And the only way for a woman to succeed in life is to post nude photos of themselves for millions of strangers, said no true feminist ever. And then Amber Rose is sort of backed out of the conversation. She's just keeping posting of this photo and of the Amber Rose challenge to promote the slut walk for, quote, the haters. I think this is the conversation we've kind of had before on this show. This is so out of my comfort zone because I'm never gonna be someone, it would make me not feel empowered to post like a naked photo of myself, full vagine out. But who am I to say if it makes other people feel empowered? Amber Rose's personal experience with her body and with nudity and exposing herself is totally different. And I think it speaks true to a lot of other women who have had that. For Piers to insert himself, to me, even if he did have a point that I would agree with, it just feels like Piers Morgan inserting himself in another Twitter war.
That's what Piers Morgan does. He's a fucking human catheter. He just inserts himself into shit. That said.
Did you just think of that joke?
Yeah, is that good?
A human catheter?
Yeah.
Oh, Piers, you'll never watch this video, but you just got burned.
Burned.
Wow, okay, so
that
go
said,
on.
She is 100% seeking attention, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like when you put a naked picture of your fabulous bush out there, you're getting attention. And she's saying it's for feminism.
Well,
I believe that she believes that it is for feminism. I think that we still have to try to be a little bit more responsible when you're giving that message out. That like feminism isn't only just putting your body out there. It's more than that.
I don't think that she is saying that feminism is just this. I think that what she wants to say is feminism is this and also all of these other things. But I think that there is a taboo when it comes to women exposing their bodies and she wants to break away from that. That said, I do think this was for attention, to promote the Amber Rose Slut Walk,
and she should own that. She should own that.
That's her organization, and I think that that's, you gotta use whatever tools you have to promote this organization that I think does a lot of good for women who fall on this side of, who really identify with this side of feminism, with their bodies. Now that's not what all feminists are gonna identify with. Like I said, it would make me very uncomfortable to go to a slut walk, because I'm not, like, I've kind of talked about this before. I would consider myself to be gray gender in the sense of like, yeah, I'm a girl, I'm aware of that, but it's also like it's so like not something I think about. So if I were to post a photo of like with the full grace out there, it would be like sure.
Yeah, like I would argue that the nudity itself would make a lot of women uncomfortable as well.
But I think that some women absolutely find empowerment in that, and that's what I think is cool, because I think that she does give a voice to that. I think it's okay for her to be critiqued. I think that we should be open to everyone's feminism being critiqued. I don't think that there's a way to be a perfect feminist, I mean, a lot of people don't even like the term feminist, and there are a lot of people that do identify as feminists that I don't necessarily agree with, and I think we should be open to critiquing each other. All it is just wanting gender equality. I think that we should be able to critique this, but you should know what you're talking about when you do, and I don't think that Piers Morgan is the guy to do it. And that's why this is such a comical thing for me. I think it would be very different if you had, I'm trying to think, okay, so Gloria Steinem, was critiquing Amber Rose's slut walk. That would be a really interesting, and I would hope respectful conversation, even if it's on Twitter, which sort of is a platform that, given that you're, reduced to 140 characters or less, it's hard to have respectful discourse a lot. But that would be something I would be interested in listening to. Piers Morgan and Amber Rose, I don't give a fuck what Piers Morgan has to say. But didn't he say that Lady Gaga wasn't talented or something?
Yeah, he says shit all the time.
Yeah, so I think that this is a really good story, because we are talking about the slut walk, and I'm really interested what you guys have to say about slut walks in general and on body positivity, feminism, different brands of feminism. I don't know why feminism is such a bad word these days, because it's all about inclusivity and having respectful conversations for me. I understand that's not everyone's experience, but whatever, let's talk about it in the comment section below. We want to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Call me personally on my cell phone, and we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.